Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to Change Your Internal Dialogue to Change Your Life. So that's very interesting. Change your internal dialogue. I mean, I get it. If you think positively, internal dialogue. If you talk to yourself positively, you would have a different outlook in life. Think positive, think like I can talk. If you can think positively, generally speaking, you'll have a more positive outlook in life. Is that what he's trying to say here? Internal dialogue. Usually, I guess internal dialogue is you talking to yourself. Again, perhaps maybe having a more positive internal dialogue will have a more positive impact in your life. Okay, but I don't know. I consider myself a realist optimist. It's there's pessimist, realist, and optimist. I get a little bit more specific. And what I mean by that, I'm a realist first. I look at the situation and I look at it for what it is. Then I'm an optimist. I look for ways to hopeful things, I suppose. So realistically, you have a 50-50 chance. Optimistically, you have a 50% chance of passing. Or like a realist would just say it's a 50-50 and that's it. I'm a realist optimist where I say there's a 50% chance, but there's a 50% chance of you passing kind of deal. I'm a realist first though. If it's like saying, oh, you have an 80% chance of failing and 20% chance of succeeding, I'll be like, well, we'll just leave it at that. 20% chance of success is not that great. But hey, look, if you want to go for it, you still have 20% chance of succeeding. But let's hear what he has to say about this.
A lady named Maria lived with her mother in a small apartment. She was not too young nor too old, not too short nor too tall either, not particularly beautiful nor was she ugly. Maria was just an average woman. She worked as a secretary at a large company and her life was pretty boring and mundane. No one at work ever paid any attention to her, and those who did considered her to be as boring as her life was. One morning, on her way to work, Maria saw a new hat shop that had opened just down the street. Out of curiosity, she walked in. In the shop was a lady with her daughter who had come to pick a hat for her girl, and a couple of other customers who were trying different hats.
I will say this: if that's you, I mean, boring isn't necessarily bad. There are people out there who love stability, stagnation in a sense, where there's not much change. It brings stability in life. And don't get me wrong, it seems like all she does is go to work and go home and go to work and go home. That might not be good. Have a hobby or something. I have a hobby. I try to do my hobby. But yeah, I mean, and it's a great way to meet some people who have similar hobbies as you, and a way to get a good meet up with some friends. Good Lord, if I can speak today. Maybe I need to have a hobby of learning how to speak, even though I do speak too much.
Maria also tried a few hats until she found one she truly liked. She put it on and it looked really nice. The first one to notice was the little girl who exclaimed, "Mummy, look how pretty that woman looks with the hat on." The mother said, "Ma'am, I must say, this hat looks awesome on you." Another man in the shop also came up to Maria and said, "Ma'am, you look lovely with that hat on." Maria went to the mirror. She looked at herself, and for the first time in years, she liked her own look. Smiling, she went to the counter and bought the hat. As she walked outside, a new world revealed itself to her like never before. She'd never before noticed the colors of the flowers around her or smelt the scent of the fresh air. Even the sounds of the cars and people on the road sounded like a harmonious melody. She walked as if she was drifting on a cloud with a song being played in her heart. When she passed by the same coffee shop she walked by every morning, a young, handsome man called out to her, "Hey, you're looking gorgeous. Can I buy a cup of Coffee for you? She blushed, kept walking, floating on the cloud of her newfound joy. When she got to the office building, the doorman opened the door and wished her good morning. Never before had he even noticed her. The people in the elevator asked her the floor she needed and pressed the button for Maria.
I'll say this story is really weird. The reason why I say that is because, I mean, obviously it's a story, but nonetheless, it's just really weird to say, oh, they never opened a door for her. All of a sudden, this hat makes her so miraculous. Um, I have something to say about it, but I'll hold off until I hear what the punchline for the story is.
Her colleagues at the office, as if seeing her for the very first time, praised her on how lovely she looked that day. The manager asked her out to lunch to talk about how she felt at work. When this extraordinary work day was over, she decided to take a cab back home instead of the bus. As soon as she put her hand up, 2 taxis stopped. She took the first one and sat in the back seat thinking about the magical day she had had and how her life felt so different and changed thanks to the new hat. When she got home, her mom opened the door. The sight of Maria took her breath away.
This is just so weird. I have a feeling, obviously, this hat is a metaphor for something. It has to be. It has to be. Because, my gosh, what in the world kind of hat is this?
Maria, she said, surprised, you're looking fabulous today. Your eyes are all lit up like when you were a little girl. Yes, Mom, said Maria. It's all thanks to my new hat. I had the most marvelous day in years.
What hat?
New hat? Asked the confused
Okay.
mother. Which hat are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
Maria panicked. She touched her head only to realize that the hat that had changed her life was not there.
I was guessing that the hat wasn't actually there. That was kind of funny.
She tried remembering where she may have left it. In the cab? No. At lunch? I don't think so. At the office? Not at all.
I have a feeling it's the fact that the kid said something nice to her and she thought about it and she had that feeling. She forgot. She left the hat at the store. She never bought it, but that feeling, that euphoria of positivity just permeated through her throughout the entirety of the day.
She thought of the store where she had bought it, how she had noticed it for the first time, how she had put it on her head, how she had gone to pay for it at the cashier's. Oh my goodness! She remembered how she had put it on the counter to get her purse out to pay, and how she had forgotten it right there on the counter. And then she had walked out right there to the street, hatless, yet glowing. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't the external hat that made Maria's day great. It was the quality of her internal dialogue that transformed how she felt. Our internal dialogue can enslave us into a horrible, routine life, or can liberate us, making our life full of gusto, energy, passion, and joy. Change your hat inside today and look at the magic of how the outside hat simply adds on to your already existing gorgeous inner beauty.
Okay, the thing I was going to say is the fact that if it was in fact true that she had the hat the entire time, and because of that hat, she was very positive. And this goes back to the teachings of Advaita Vedanta and Sadhguru Yeah, I don't know if Sadhguru teaches Advaita Vedanta, but I know Advaita Vedanta and Sadhguru teaches this. Um, it's the fact that you don't depend on external things to make you happy. True happiness comes from inside, and that is absolutely true. So, but at the same time, I'm like I say, I'm a realist, optimist. Where don't get me wrong, this world is temporary, and nothing in this world make you happy forever, and that is for sure. But enjoy the little moments of happiness you get in this temporary world. Let that just boost more happiness that you already have. And don't worry about what people say. If you like it, you like it. You rock with it. But obviously, again, don't force people to do anything, and be mindful, I suppose, of the culture. There's it's really weird to say that, but but if it makes you happy and it's not disrupting anyone else in a really bad way, obviously. Like if someone says, "Oh, I don't like that color, you should not wear it," it's like, no, screw them. If it makes you happy, wear it. Be happy with what you wear or what you do, and don't worry about what other people think. That's their opinions, and that's fine. They're okay to have that. But if it genuinely makes you happy, then do it. That's what I was gonna say. Like the hat, for example. Obviously, if you wear that, if that was genuinely true, where the hat she wore was making her like that, and and the next day, and then after like maybe 2 to 3 times of her wearing that hat, that little looking nice is gonna get old, because like, yeah, I see that's the third time you wore it this week, girl. Wear something else different. So that's the reason everything in this world is temporary. Even grabbing something new is going to have that very nice newness to it. I don't know what to call it. The newness, and it's going to look good. Absolutely, like the brand new phone, your brand new car, brand new house, brand new shirt. Anyways, brand new whatever it is, it's gonna look great, feel fantastic, make you happy temporarily, and then obviously that little, I guess they call it the honeymoon period, where it's gonna be great for a while, then it's just gonna go back to us just another shirt, just another cell phone, just another car, just another house, just another whatever it is. So if people can realize that, and not necessarily derive happiness from external things, I think they'll be much better off. Of course, enjoy external things, enjoy the happiness they bring, but understand that it's only temporary. And I think when you have that understanding, that you will not be saddened by the things that you enjoy in life, because you know and understand that it's temporary, and genuine happiness comes from inside. I will say this though, for me, am I happy inside? No. But I'm not sad. I'm content. That's the thing, is that I'm content with life, with with things going on, and then I derive some pleasures outside. And if it's something bad, if I understand it, it doesn't affect me. That's just how I deal with, I guess, the external world, and how it doesn't, how to say, affect me. I suppose, like, probably normal people get affected by it. I don't know how to say. Like, if someone was mean, I just like, well, I feel sorry for you, because something must have tripped you, or something must have ticked you off, and I have no idea what that is, and you're mad because of whatever it is. No, I generally am mostly happy and content. That is most of my not most of my life. Let's just, ever since a certain point, that's been my life. I wouldn't say it's been always my life. That would be crazy. Anyways, weird tangent. If you like my content, that's the end of this video, by the way. If you like my content, please subscribe and thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.